The one thing I wish for is to just hear my dad's voice. Even if he just says, "Hi Sihle, how are you?" That would warm my heart because I can't remember my dad's voice. I was 5 when I lost my dad. He was murdered in Moloto. I can still recall the night when the cops came to my house to tell my mom that my dad had died. I didn't understand because my brother was crying, my sister was crying. I was 5. So after that year was really hard because I was a daddy's little girl. I was always with my dad everywhere he went. So not having him around was hard. And Father's Day was the worst day ever. Till this very day, in April on the 22nd, I just cry. My mom was very young. My mom was 34 when my dad died. She had 3 kids and she was facing a lot of problems. And she also had to take me to school because right after my dad died, I had to start grade 1. But God got us through because He knew what He was doing and He knew that He had a plan. Whatever it was, my mom was going to get through and He had a plan. The SAPS has a pension fund which is subsidized by the government and it pays out a certain amount of money, but it only pays out until you're 21. It managed to help my mom get me through primary and high school and varsity. I have a very persistent brother who found out about the Tracker-SAPS Bursary through our cousin who was in the SAPS. So he nagged me right after matric that you need to get this bursary because if you don't get the bursary, you will not study, you will go work at ShopRite, you will pack shelves, and I don't want that for you. So I took the initiative to just get my results to Tracker as soon as they came out, and I was called for an interview. And then Bab Khatebe asked me a couple of questions about, are you really sure? Do you know what you're getting yourself into? Do you know how hectic it is? And I just spoke my way through the interview, and that's how I got the Tracker-SAPS Bursary. I was 17 when I completed my matric. So I was 17 when I got to Joburg, and there were moments when I felt like giving up and throwing in the towel, but then I remembered that the Tracker-SAPS Bursary is really paying a lot of money for me to get through, because even after I completed my 3rd year, I spoke to Nkateko, who was in charge of us at that time, and I told her that I'd like to do my honors. So then I graduated and she came to my graduation, and at that point Tracker had agreed to pay for my honors. Tracker was there for me. They were my sister, my mother, my brother. They were everything. They stood there with me and they believed in me until I made it and I got my honors. I am well on my way in this industry. I'm a freelance logger for Big Brother. I did Big Brother Mzansi, I was a logger there. I've shot 2 Ekasi stories. I was doing continuity for them. I'll be doing my 3rd one in October. Hopefully, I'll be covering the feature film as well. And I want to make it onto SAPS Media because I really feel I have brilliant stories to cover for them. This is not by chance, it's not by luck, but it's by God's favor and God's grace. The power of making it is all in you. No one else is gonna do it for you but yourself. You work to get the bursary, you work to keep it, and you work hard so that you achieve it. We really appreciate what you are doing for us. You are not leaving us to suffer since our parents died in the line of duty in the SAPS, but we are also living and we are doing what our parents would have loved to see us do. I know they're very proud of us wherever they are. My name is Sihle Matibela. I am 22 years old. I am from Ekangala. I just completed my studies at AFDA. I got my honors. I'll be graduating next year in March.